Craig Still here, ROKSTEDi Hunting Gear, and I just wanted to give you an update. This is where we're making the bipods. If you're getting this video, I keep looking at the darn screen over here. Sorry about that. If you're getting this video, you pre-order something from our website. We just got our shirts in stock. So we have our shirts and hats in stock. They're only a month behind schedule. We will be shipping those out to you guys. If you guys ordered shirts and hats, pre-order shirts and hats, those will be going out here shortly. You should get a tracking number on the website or on the shop pages for the bipods and the Picatinny rails and quick picks. It says the first shipping date was going to be roughly tentatively October 25th, and I know we still got some time here, but it is the 12th, and I told Josh we should just update everybody that pre-ordered so that there's no surprises here. We put that tentative date down. We're hoping to make that date, but the bad news is we are not going to make that date. I wanted to get this out as soon as possible, but I also wanted to show you some good news stuff. So apologize that we're not going to make that tentative date, but on the same token, we just weren't going to put out a product, and we had some things come up and some things that we had to navigate from COVID. First, our machine didn't come in. We couldn't get anybody to ship it. Here's some carbon fiber. That's all the carbon fiber. That carbon fiber there was essentially purchased by you guys. That's enough for 150 more bipods than what were pre-ordered. So carbon fiber we use right now is what's deemed as globally sourced. The company we purchased from is from the United States, but they won't disclose where the carbon fiber is basically globally sourced from. So that's the only thing that we don't know where that material has come from, because they don't disclose that. But that's the carbon fiber. It's modulus carbon fiber, and these are the 3 different sizes. It will go on the bipod, and they come in 72-inch tubes. We cut them down to the lengths that we need for the prone, for the P242 and the P234. It's another thing that we're missing right now, is our production carbon fiber saw. That's behind schedule. It has not come in. We can cut the tubes for like prototyping or pre-production, but to actually cut them for production, we need that saw. It just gives us a clean edge. It's just makes the product better, and plus it goes a lot smoother. We've got all the aluminum we need to make your bipods. These obviously are just raw aluminum. This is all made in America, so it's easy to get. We have enough of that in stock to make all the pre-order bipods and then some. We've got hardware over here. Here's some of the hardware that goes into the bipods, and we've got some more hardware on order. But essentially, we've got all the materials we need to make the bipods now. The one thing, once the bipods are basically machined here, checked for our quality control here, then they go out to an outside anodizer. That anodizer is in Arizona. I'm expecting longer than we anticipate, or anticipated previously, just because supply chains and people working, is just shortage right now. Show you a little bit of the bipods, the most updated bipods. So this was our first initial working prototype. This was made back in September of 2020. As you can see, it's still running. There's a lot of similarities here, but there's a lot of difference. So this is our most recent pre-production bipod here. This is essentially the height of a P234 roughly. This is roughly a P242. And this is the prone, roughly the prone height. Just so you get an idea, we made some big time changes. So essentially there's two parts to our bipods. There's this part, which is like its own part. So this part will be the same on each one. Now this is, obviously there's some differences between these two. I mean, this is the first working prototype. This is the latest pre-production bipod. This is essentially what your bipods will look like, but it doesn't have anodizing on it. The anodizing will be black, so all this aluminum is going to be black. We build this part is going to be the same on all the bipods. That's how come our legs can be interchangeable, is because these are separate, but our legs are essentially another product. So what we had an issue of is about 3 weeks ago or so, we had the leg locks just were not performing the way we wanted them to for a production bipod. So we worked on it for 2 weeks, 2 solid weeks. That was Josh and I grinding it out in here, field testing, because everything that we do in here, one little change, we have to go and test, make sure it works in the dirt, in a hunting situation, at the range, so on and so forth. So what we did is we finally decided to navigate away from twist locks. They weren't very easy to get to, and if you watch me, they weren't good, and these were actually one of the better ones. The other thing we had in here is we had a groove that we put in the carbon fiber to keep the legs straight, and it wasn't working out for a production run bipod. You can see twist locks, although I like them sometimes on a tripod, on a bipod they become a little bit hard to manipulate because you're behind the rifle stock. So we worked on this and worked on this, and finally we came up with a solution. And this is our solution. They're faster, the tubes slide better, they lock up better. I'm going to show you the difference. See how these collapse? Not collapsing. Finally got it to collapse. They've made it better. They even look better. The one thing I was worried about was the design on them, was how they would look, and they made it way better. And I'll show you something. So when you make one design change, we made the design change of changing those latches. Well, then that caused some issues with the feet. So here was our feet prior, so then we had to change our feet. We got longer feet, which actually makes the bipod better now. It'll shorten the carbon fiber tubes just a little bit. Weight is unbelievable with the new latches and skeletonized. That bipod right there this one's a lot lighter than that one. We just weighed this one right here, and it comes in at just over 17.5 ounces. So that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Most bipods out there today that are 27 inches are going to be 20 ounces. So I guess the question you guys are going to probably ask me is, or ask, when is the bipod, when is our pre-order bipods going to be done? And there was a reason why we put that tentative date, just because being our first product and making a production product, not just a one-off prototype, was going to be challenging. And then of course the challenges of logistics with the shipping and distribution being all disrupted, because just like with our carbon fiber saw, when you don't have something, you're at the mercy of whoever makes that. That's the great part about making a product that's made in the USA, is that we're able to control some of that. But being a startup, we kind of got caught up in the wash here. With that being said, not going to give you an exact date, but we are hopeful that we will have all the parts for this bipod, all the pre-orders, machined and done by October. Then from that point, they will have to go to anodize. So anodizers only about, we make these bipods, machine them in Yuma, Arizona, and then anodizers in Mesa. So they'll go to Mesa, and then we're at the mercy of them. Hopefully, we're hopeful that it's only 2-week turnaround, but that could turn into something that's a little bit longer than that. So we can't promise anything at this moment. But tentatively, we're hopeful second or third week of November, we're able to start shipping these bipods, because there's nobody that wants to get them out the door to you guys more than us. We know it's just gonna, the pre-order sales were so successful, especially on over the first month, was unbelievable. We kind of tapered down on our content, just because we had enough pre-orders to essentially fund product and build an inventory for us. So we didn't necessarily need to pump any more marketing content. We want to concentrate on making your guys' bipods the best. And I can't tell you guys how much we truly appreciate you guys laying down $400 to some people $1,500 without even a product on the market. So this product's going to market. We're almost there. Stay patient with us. I know the world we live in right now sucks, but you know, we're working through it with you guys, and we're going to continue to communicate and be open and honest about everything we're doing. Nobody else within our space is going to show you what we're going to show you here at ROKSTEDi, and we just want to be transparent with you guys and let you guys know that you know what's going on. So anyway, thank you, and if you have any questions, you can email me, call me, text me. Hopefully you just email me or text me, or else you'll be taking my time away from building bipods, because you see the two-man crew right now. We actually got my daughter, she's going to be shipping some product with me, but this is your two-man crew. So thanks guys.